The international summer has started. We will discuss all of this, plus the BBL. Internationals playing in the Kingsgrove Sports T20 Cup on episode 29 of the Kingsgrove Sports Centre podcast. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Kingsgrove Sports Centre podcast. As I said, lots of cricket. The international summer started, which is fantastic. There's still some rugby league going on. We'll discuss that as well. Rugby league season never ends. Always something going. Well, now it's the best part of the year, off season.
Yes.
We might not discuss that. Anyway, joining me on this podcast, of course, I have the bowling legend that is Stephen Green.
Good morning.
And the coaching superstar, Hamish Solomons.
Hello there.
Hello there. And of course, the man in the corner that makes sure that this goes to where and we do everything right, Nick.
Good morning, everybody. Doing good. Obviously, coming off another Alabama Crimson Tide victory.
Pretty standard.
Victory. Although we got the biggest game of our season probably coming up in 2 weeks. We've got a bye week this week, but then we play LSU.
Oh, I thought the bye week was a big game.
LSU. Coming off the bye. Coming off the bye.
LSU.
Okay.
The number one and two.
Are they still undefeated?
They're undefeated, but so is LSU. So the last rankings came out. Actually, LSU's on top. So LSU's ranked number 1. Alabama's number 2 at the moment. So we're going into the number 1 and 2 game against LSU.
Come on, the Tide.
Isn't that a drug?
Is that what we say?
Roll Tide.
And
Roll Tide.
And what sport is it?
Isn't that a drug?
American football.
LSU?
LSU. No, I wouldn't know.
I'm not sure.
None of us would know about this.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it. Obviously, Australia kicked off their international summer on Sunday at the Adelaide Oval with a T20 game against Sri Lanka, where pretty fair to say we melted them, absolutely spanked the poor Sri Lankans, who decided to have a bowl first on a very flat Adelaide wicket, which I thought was a good idea. What do you think, Hamish?
Not a great idea. I was sort of I'm a bit confused as to whether I am interested or not.
Okay. You're right. Yeah, okay.
I just, I can appreciate T20, and we're not going to have this discussion.
Yeah.
But I like the BBL and the WBBL.
Yeah.
I love the World Cups and all that sort of stuff.
Well, since it is an important time because there is a T20 World Cup
leading
at the
into it.
Yeah, at the end of next year.
But I just want Test cricket to start, and
It's coming, mate. It's coming.
All right. Anyway, so the Sri Lankans here. The Sri Lankans off the back of a pretty dominant series against the
Pakistan,
number 1 ranked
number 1,
team,
yep.
Pakistan. So I was kind of intrigued, but they've got a few issues about captaincy and this and that, and I just don't know whether they've got it right at the moment, and they just seemed underwhelming.
So obviously, great start for Australia. Aaron Finch 64, Glenn Maxwell 62 off 28, just playing outrageous shots.
Yep.
And of course, obviously the big news is that David Warner scored 100 on his birthday, 100 not out of 56 balls. Back in probably a good format for him. Not too much thinking.
Yep.
Flat deck. Just go out and hit the ball.
Is T20 a situation where you take your top 4, 5, or 6 teams, and on their day when it works, they should be unbeatable? So you look at that Australian lineup and the batters that they've got. When it clicks, who's going to beat them? However, it doesn't work. It's clicking together.
Doesn't work. I mean, we didn't even need to use Steve Smith.
Yep.
He was listed to come in at 3, but obviously after the good start, they shuffled him down, put Maxi up the top, and just said, mate, go for your life.
That's the benefit of having so many dynamic players, that if one of them kicks off at the top of the order and you've got Warner and Finch, then you've got the ability just to shift your order around and just go from one level to the next, if you know what I mean.
So, I mean, like, Maxi coming in at 3 off a good platform, and he was just playing some outrageous strokes. Changed his stance a little bit. He's gone with a 2-eye stance, I think you'd call it. He thought, he was only using one eye, so he decided he wanted to use the right one, and perfect for 2020. Just clears your front leg out of the way, and you can just swing.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's an interesting one.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite to George Bailey
from a coaching point of view. I think we were designed to see most things with
2 eyes.
Two eyes, and we tend to, if we're going somewhere or if we're doing something, we tend to face where we're
Where
aiming
we want to
at.
go, yeah.
Not in cricket, though.
No.
What do you think, Stephen? You're a bit of a coaching expert. Bowling, we'd like to get side on as well as batting. Except for the front on guys.
Yeah, side on with the body, and
Yeah.
the head's still trying to get there.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see the game, so I pretty much don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is it a bit like that for you? It's like...
Well,
No, because Stephen was
other
at,
commitments.
He was at the he was watching
I had other 2020 commitments.
the Kingsgrove Sports T20 Cup.
Yeah, well, so was I.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. And that's probably
bits
why.
and pieces. He's
To
zoned
be
in and
truthful,
out.
to be
Bits and pieces of
truthful, I much prefer following that form of T20 than some of these games, which I don't know. I know we're heading towards a World Cup, but it still seems just a bit
Apparently,
meaningless.
Australia's got about 21 T20 internationals coming up. So we've got another 2 against Sri Lanka this summer. I think we've got another 3 against Pakistan before we get into the Test matches. So we've got plenty coming up heading into the T20 World Cup.
Yeah,
Australia's never won a T20 World Cup. That's what we want to do. We want to try and win the World Cup. It's at home, so we want to try and
mind you,
do the job.
It is a platform for growing the game.
Yeah.
As well, and getting people to the game and bringing revenue in. So if it's working, flog a dead horse.
The dead horse.
Well, it's not a dead horse, though, is it? Just
Well, we're flogging
Just-
it. It may turn out to be dead.
flog it.
Okay.
You probably
You flogged it.
wrong bit of terminology, I reckon,
Possibly.
in this day and age.
Yeah, yeah.
After the 7:30
After the
report.
7:30 report on ABC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No
man.
flogging of dead horses.
Okay.
Interesting term, that one, but we'll get to, we won't, maybe not quite the right
If
time
you
to
know
discuss.
what the term flogging a dead horse originally came from, leave your comment.
Down below.
That's what we do on
Yes, that's what we do.
YouTube,
Okay.
YouTube world.
All right. Now, Hamish,
Yes.
shall we let's talk about some Test cricket
Yep.
and leading into Test cricket.
Yep.
Because, Australia is looking for new selectors. Or a new head selector. They have advertised the position.
Yep.
I think it's a perfect opportunity for the three of us to put in an application.
Well,
And pick a test team
So
for the first
it-
test against Pakistan.
Is Trev Gonski's?
Uh,
or is he just take
well, no, I know Greg Chappell is
vacating?
gone.
Yep.
I think Trevor might still have a.
Is Trevor the head?
Yes, I think he might
He's
still
got
be
the-
there. But anyway,
I'll say the head role
there is
as opposed to another way of putting it.
Yes, there is a selector position available, and it has been advertised on the internet.
Yeah.
Seek.
On Seek, yeah.
Yeah.
So
They should just advertise it on Facebook because there's plenty of selectors, out
on there.
social
Mate,
media.
they should just. That's how they should beat the team. Just
Yeah.
go through and have a look at it.
Yep.
So, perhaps we should go through and. Now, do you want to? Should we discuss the A team first, or do you want to go straight into your test lineup?
I don't know the A team at this stage.
Shall I run
and
it?
I just saw the New South Wales team and a few new opportunities.
there. Yep.
Potential
Yep.
debuts. So
Yep,
I'm
couple of
interested to find
potential
out
debuts. So
why there are these new spots in the New South Wales team.
right, so your A squad. So they picked an A squad to play a warm up game against Pakistan.
Yep.
So it will be captained by Alex Carey,
Good.
which is
It's an interesting one.
Which is
It's an
interesting.
interesting one.
So it's so Alex Carey is the captain. So you've got Marcus Harris, Joe Burns, Usman Khawaja, Will Pukowski, Travis Head, Nick Madison. Are you batting lineup now? They're interesting because there's a few of those blokes who are probably going to bat off for
This-
test
Sorry?
positions.
There's plenty of flogging and batting off going on here. And this is why people
What's going on?
This is why people listen to us.
Yeah. So,
Now, it's a bat off.
Yeah.
This is a serious bat off
Yeah.
going on here.
yeah.
What do you mean by that? Explain that to me.
Well, so basically, they've got
There's
depending on who performs well in this game, they could get picked in the
one
test
or
team.
two of these
Ah,
guys.
right, okay. They're going to be competing for a
Yeah.
spot.
They're all competing.
They're all
but
competing
one
for a
or
spot.
two of these guys is going to get a spot.
Because if you look, so obviously Marcus Harris is an incumbent. Travis Head was an incumbent, but obviously he got dropped for the last test match.
Yep.
There's obviously the big push to get Will Pukowski in the team. You've got Usman Khawaja. There's always pressure on him. Where is he going to be in? Where's he going to go? Nick Madison, who's started the Shield season pretty well, had a good Shield season last year. Played Test cricket before.
Yep.
It's probably a bit early. Can he get back in? And you've got Joe Burns, who
Madison's
people are rating.
probably come in at the expense of Curtis Patterson with his quad injury.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
And probably deserves his go, even though some of those runs were made at the best highway in Australia, the Junction Oval.
Yeah.
he got the runs on the board. So
really, yes, very interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting there.
Yep.
Okay, so then the bowling will be Michael Neser, Jai Richardson, Sean Abbott, and Riley Meredith. So they've decided that
Riley Meredith, Stephen Green.
Spin is not necessary. Tasmanian,
good kid,
pretty quick.
Yep.
Pretty sharp. Been bowling well for Tasmania. The game will be played at Perth Stadium from the 11th of November. So that might be why they haven't bothered to pick a specialist spinner, and we'll probably rely on Travis Head if need be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no one's threatening for Nathan Lyon's job. Lyon's job not up for grabs, so it's not something they need to test out.
Yep.
Really.
But then is there a bowling position available?
That's an interesting one, but they're back in Australia now. We've picked our test team, so I suppose we can discuss that when we go through that in a moment. Have you made a spot possible for someone else to get in?
No.
Or are we back to normal? We're back away from English conditions, so we can just go back
I'll reveal my lineup shortly.
Okay.
Should you?
I'm actually really interested to find out
what
Stephen's lineup is bowling order-wise, because he's the bowling expert.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done one.
Okay.
Right, okay.
I spent last night doing five teams for Eastern Suburbs. Last thing I needed to do is worry about a team that I have nothing to do with.
All right.
Well, you could do. I mean, if you picked a good team, might they jump someone
you can chime in with your opinions, but if you need to, you just have a little bit of a lie down whilst
I'll be the comments guy.
Stuart and
all right, Hamish, run through. Should we run through yours?
Okay, we're going to do this now.
Yeah,
that's pretty good timing, I reckon.
Yeah, let's go.
So can you just right? So I've got Burns.
Rubbish. Sorry, too early. Okay, all right, go.
Right, Burns. Burns the man to win that battle. Probably with Marcus Harris. No,
against Marcus Harris.
Yes, he's going to win against
Marcus
Harris. Warner. I almost thought about being a little radical and maybe perhaps
you are a little
throwing Warner down the order a little bit, but he's back on Aussie deck, so gets the benefit of that one there. Obviously, Labuschagne, you just can't deny him at this stage. He's on fire, and he's really every Queensland game is kind of like a bat off. For want of a better way of putting it, but I like that.
Yeah.
And he's winning the race easily there.
Yeah.
Which means that Uzi's a bit on the outer, despite the fact that Uzi's numbers
in Australia
are quite irresistible.
Quite good. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this one was a really tough selection for me.
Yeah.
Steve Smith.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you've given it.
I don't know.
I'm glad you've given him a go.
Yeah, because I mean. Really didn't provide much on Sunday, did he?
No. Not much.
Anyway.
Well, they didn't bat him, so...
And he got a duck in a Shield game, so I'm a little bit concerned.
Shaky.
He's on the way out.
Shaky.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. Now it gets interesting.
Okay.
Puckovski.
Who would you say is in competition with that spot? Who are the other ones?
Wade and Head.
Wade, Head, and Madison as an outsider.
Well, Madison's not even in the mix.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but he's the outsider. Like if you look at that Australia A team, I mean, depends. If he gets 100 in that 8-team game, is he closer to it?
Yeah, but what if Khawaja does?
Well, I see. Would
you have him a little bit further down the order?
Possibly.
Okay, so anyway, I went Puckovski because we all know he's eventually going to play a lot of Test cricket.
But at the moment, is he ready?
Look, if it was a series against India and I'm not like underrating the Pakistanis, but I just think now, right, why waste time? Because the other guys, Wade, well, like I haven't picked him.
Right.
And he was one of the best batters in England. But unfortunately, how much more cricket are we going to get out of Wade? And it's time now for us. There's got to be some sort of succession planning going on here.
Yeah.
We've got to think about Australia moving forward and dominating countries like India and South Africa and England in upcoming Ashes series. And I just think it's time. It's the way forward.
Right.
Or as long as he's mentally ready, then...
Well, I think he's proved that.
Well, hopefully. Okay. Who else have you got?
He's had a pretty good Shield season.
Start, yep.
And he's about to score a ton against the Pakistanis in that game.
Who else have you got?
Oh, of course I've got the injured Curtis Patterson, because if I didn't have him down, his mum would kill me.
Fair enough.
But obviously...
Well, that's the perfect... I've met Dana and...
Well, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I was at dinner with them on Friday night, and I thought about it, and I thought, how could I not? Even with quad injury.
Picking with the quad injury?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, could the quad be right by the start of the first test?
Okay, but on
November?
standby...
Yeah.
On standby, I'm going to go with... that's a hard one. Wade.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Ready for more controversy?
Sure.
Or controversy?
Yep.
Carey.
Who's captaining the team?
I don't care, but Carey's in.
No.
Okay.
No. Kerry. Dude, if you watch the game on Sunday, Kerry missed the easiest of stumpings.
Okay. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah,
but everyone misses the stumping.
Everyone does miss the stumping, but I don't think his keeping is up to scratch.
Right. Okay, but I would rather a better batsman in the team.
True, but I don't think you've got who's going to captain the team.
Well, it's one of these blokes. I did think about that, and I thought to myself, there is a bit of a glitch in my team. And so therefore, how long have we got before we can give it back to Smith?
You can't give it to Stephen. Don't give it to Stephen. Not April. Don't give it to him.
Okay. So Cummins is going to have to captain the team.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. There was a bit of a... I just wanted to be a bit controversial and spark a bit of conversation.
Your interview is not going well, Hamish.
No, I reckon it's going pretty good, to be truthful.
No, not for head selector role. It's not going well.
If you agree with me and you would rather see Carey in the team over Tim Payne...
I have nothing against Alex Carey. I think he's an excellent batsman.
He's the way
a great
forward.
player. He will get there, but I don't think he's quite
And
ready
if he
yet.
does a good job captaining the Australia A team, just get him in there.
So he's going to debut. He's going to make his test debut.
Yep. And captain the team.
And keep.
No.
And captain.
No.
Okay.
But it's an option. The other option, obviously, could be to, instead of having Wade in there, would be to have Head in there and have him captain the team.
He ain't hitting them off the square at the moment.
Yeah.
Travis, so no.
Yeah. Yeah, so all right. Well, look, I'm still going to go with Carey.
Okay.
Just he's a better cricketer.
Oh dear. Keep going. Keep going.
And was Payne's captaincy in England good enough? He won a couple of glaring issues for me.
Missed a couple of opportunities.
All right, and then obviously we just go with New South Wales bowling attack from there.
Yep.
Cummins, Stark, Lyon, Hazelwood. Steve?
Good.
You were 100% on the mark, Stewie.
What's that?
I was concerned about Stark after first Shield game. You assured me that he was short of a run.
Yep.
Second Shield game cleaned up.
No problem.
And that for me was like, bang, no problems there.
Ridiculous. Yep.
All right, I'm really interested to see what you got there.
Yeah. Mine's certainly less controversial than yours.
Yeah.
Because it's Warner.
I'm not going to go controversial. I'm more radical.
Yep. So Warner.
Yep.
I think he's got 2 test matches. He's got those Pakistans. Look, if he doesn't score runs, if he's not scoring runs after these 2 test matches, there needs to be a serious discussion about him. Possibly playing white ball cricket.
Steve, if he doesn't score in the first couple of games, would you make way for someone else?
I don't know. I reckon he will score in the first 2 tests.
It's Australia.
Yeah.
And
where are we first?
I think his
Brisbane.
confidence.
We are back to Brisbane first test.
Yeah.
If he gets through that first morning, I think he's got the whole summer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just got to score runs because obviously, if he doesn't score runs in the next 2 test matches, it's like 7 test matches without any runs, and we can't afford to be 1 for none all the time, or 1 for 10 or whatever. So I'm sticking with Marcus Harris.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with him.
Yep.
Obviously, again, he's probably only got a couple of test matches. You want him to start to score runs consistently. He's got to break through for that first century.
Yep.
To get himself in. So hopefully he can do that. Obviously, the next 2 are pretty straightforward in Marnus and Smith.
Yep.
They're locking that in. I've kept Wade. I've pushed Wade up to 5. He had a decent Ashes series. Scored 200s. You'd like him to obviously score a few more runs, be a bit more consistent. So hopefully he can do that. But just so then I've got Pekowski coming in.
Oh, we agree
6.
on something.
Yeah, I've got Pekowski
Good
coming
on
in,
you.
in at 6. Yeah, the same reasons as you. We need to start looking to the future.
Bit of succession planning.
Yeah, like you can't go back. Unfortunately, Sean Marsh scores a double ton, but you can't go back and pick him. And we can't keep going back that way. We've got to look to who's
Sean's
coming
also,
in.
isn't he 36?
Yeah, he's 36 or something. So like he's been there and done that, and so he can play for Western Australia and have a good career there. But yeah, Pekowski's sort of got to come in because then we start looking at the good nucleus of a team in Pekowski, Marnus, Smith,
Paddo.
hopefully Harris, Pattinson. I mean, I hope KP gets in. I saw him the other day, and he was in good spirits. I just hope his quad recovers enough so he can get back in, start playing good runs for New South Wales, and get back in the team.
Yep.
I've stuck with Tim Payne.
Yep. Well, that solves the captaincy issue.
That solves the captaincy problem. He's also the captain.
Yeah.
Because I think he's doing a good job currently. We might discuss the future of Australian captaincy in another podcast because it is an interesting topic.
Good.
Who do you go with? Then I've just gone with the best bowling lineup in the country.
Yep.
I don't know why they
underused in England.
I don't know why they mucked around with it in England. To be fair, it was ridiculous.
Bit of horses for courses type situation, but
and did that work? Really?
All right, now I'm going to throw a question.
So Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, and Line.
Yep. So I'm going to throw a question at you guys. Let's just say the bowling carousel, as they sometimes refer to it, cartel, or
the carousel, the merry-go-round, on and off.
Hop off.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Or if there is a
Brilliant.
If there is a
injury,
what was brilliant?
Merry-go-round,
The carousel.
Okay, if there is an injury, who's next? Cab off the rank. Stephen Green, you're a bowling expert. Stewie, you love cricket. Be interested to hear from both of you.
I'm not a bowler.
You love cricket.
I retired from bowling sometime.
Bang.
He really loves cricket. He works in cricket, on a daily basis.
Harry Conway.
Harry Conway.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
New South Wales.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the next New South Wales bowler that we can pick?
Yep. I think he's almost serious.
I think that's it. I think he's dead serious. Harry Conway. Fair enough. Okay, well, I might be a bit more serious. So you've got James Pattinson.
I'm deadly serious.
You got James Pattinson who can come in for one test match.
So too many tough stickers.
You got the one test. The one test in James Pattinson. Jai Richardson is back in bowling. Okay, Michael Neeser is always pretty solid. Then you could go with blokes like. You could put Billy Stanlake in, see how he goes.
Would Siddle's an incumbent?
No.
No. He doesn't even come into what if it's Hazelwood? Like for like? Please don't let it be Hazelwood,
like
please.
for like, then I'm picking someone like, I don't know, then you're picking someone like Trent Copeland.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking for someone, if you want line and length. And
Do you know he is now almost about to break into the top 20 of all-time Sheffield Shield wicket takers.
350. Or Shield wickets, yeah.
He's on. I think he's number 22, and if he takes another, I think he's on 288 Shield wickets, maybe 350 first class wickets.
Right, yeah.
If he takes another 12 more wickets this Shield season, he'll be around the 15 mark.
Yeah,
Unbelievable
right.
career. Unbelievable career.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Bad
you're
for
looking
a keeper.
Not bad for a wicket keeper.
So you're looking at something.
Third grade level wicket keeper.
Third grade keeper. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. If we're hoping that Josh
Yep.
stays fit all summer.
all
But
of
yeah,
them.
all of them stays fit. Yeah. But yeah, then you'd be looking at someone, if you want someone line and length, tie up an end, bowl steady.
Was there
Coates is your man.
Was there something in the paper about the high performance department of bowling and the changes now that who was it before? Howard
the
gone.
the new
The rowing bloke, right?
The new high performance, Drew Gin.
Yep.
Or Gin.
Yep.
The rowing bloke.
The rowing bloke, member of the Awesome Foursome.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking about he's talking about
the bloke from the fruit ads.
Yeah.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to pick Siddle for sure. With the bananas.
Yeah, fellow fruit lover. Talking about possibly the bowler's not bowling flat out at training all the time.
Yep.
Just doing some more low intensity stuff. Of course, he says that
that he wants them to bowl spin.
That builds up bone density and ligament strength and stuff like that. So Mitch Stark has gone, no, I'll just bowl fast if I can.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'll just bowl fast. I'd like to take responsibility for my own preparation of my own body. So
Stephen,
but as with all things, this is a story from the media, and we probably don't know the full extent of this conversation that's been had, because the media will just pluck out something and go, "This will get the great unwashed keen about this."
Yep.
And sure enough, it's
bang.
The first question of Mitchell Stark is, I hear you're going to have to bowl slow in the nets. We're not going to bowl slow in the nets. I like bowling fast. I thought, well, okay, that's a fair response for a bowler.
Yeah.
The initial thoughts...
It's a bit of a badge of honour thing too.
Yeah.
The initial thoughts when Ginny got the job was that there's no restrictions, there's no workloads.
Yep.
Bowlers can bowl when they need to. And I'd say there's a bit of a tweak on it. But so everyone just relax. Don't get caught up in this media crap.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure it's not at the main session of, before the test match. All right, Starkey, you've got to walk in and roll the arm over. Like, I'm sure it's just gonna be times where this session is just this is a workload. So there's obviously a lot of sports science behind it. There's obviously a lot of research behind it, and I'm just going to go, all right, Starkey, you're bowling at Smithy just before the test match. Let's just bowl slow.
Yeah,
just bowl slow. It'll be okay.
I think we're forgetting about another aspect or another angle of this is that we need our batters to get some practice against some stuff that they're going to be batting against in a game situation. It's a two-way street.
Like Stephen said, we haven't exactly heard the full explanation of this possible procedure or whatever you want to call it.
Steve, having taken a lot of first-grade wickets and won first-grade premierships and stuff like that, and having to bowl towards the end part of the season when the body's obviously starting to tire and stuff like that. We did train at St. George on a Thursday and Friday for a good number of years.
We did.
What did you think? How hard did you go on a Thursday and a Friday before playing on a Saturday? Was it a thing for you where you thought, no, I need to go easy, or did you actually like going hard at training and being match ready?
I think you get to a point where you know your body, and you know when to go hard and when to just sort of work on technique or action or wrist or something on the Friday. Thursday was my session where I went hard. I bowled for a good hour and a half, and it's just getting the K's in the legs because I was bowling fit.
Bowling, mate, I'm a firm believer in bowling fit.
I didn't look like
because I hated all sorts of other fitness.
Didn't look like an athlete, but I couldn't run 2K up the road. But if you give me a ball, I'll give you 20 overs of my best.
100%.
So I mean, it's knowing your body, and I think we went too far the other way where they're just stopping people bowling because I've got a little niggle or the body's got to get used to the workloads.
It's got to be hardened.
Yeah. That was Mitchell Stark's point. He said, the body needs to learn how to, needs to get used to bowling.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you start going the other way, then I think you're probably more likely to get more injuries if you stop bowling.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing, because then you go stop, start, and then back to stop. There's no peaks. You should be just a general line of bowling. And I think they've sort of got it right Well, I do like it now with the restrictions for the older guys. Naturally, the kids are still going to have the restrictions, but I think there's got to be a bit of common sense about it. It can't be, okay, this is the blanket for bowlers. You know, you can only bowl this many balls a day.
Yeah.
It's got to be a feel thing too for bowlers.
And I think some bowlers are obviously a lot more injury prone, so you've got to take a bit more care
with some blokes,
caution with those blokes. But if there's someone like Trent Copeland who's very light on his feet and doesn't have a hell of a lot of bowling issues, I'm talking maybe a bit earlier in his career as well. He's obviously got to be a bit more careful now as the body ages. Sorry, Trent. But I think it's just got to be common sense.
Yeah.
I didn't mind, to be truthful, Steve, and I wasn't, as you know, I wasn't the fastest bowler going around. I didn't mind having a good hit out on a Friday night, particularly if you were bowling.
What about the training, though?
Yeah, training, well, I'll give or take. But anyway, especially if you're bowling for me, it was more about competing. You know, you're competing all day Saturday.
Yeah.
So get in the nets and compete against the batters.
So, for instance, if
try and win the battle.
If you knew that you were batting the next day,
yeah,
would you have a bit, more of a bowl on a Friday because you wouldn't really think that you're going to be bowling the next day, so you could have a bigger bowl on.
Never thought about it.
Never thought about that.
I did.
For me, I was always trying to get myself bowling fit. So, if you're a young fella and you don't have too many injury problems and stuff like that, and I never did because, like I said, I probably wasn't fast enough, then I didn't think there was anything wrong at 2 or 3 high-level batters going hard at them and not being able to back up the next day. What's that? You're young.
You're not being able to back up the next day?
Yeah, it never. I don't know whether it affected me, but I felt like it didn't just because I had a good hard workout on Friday.
I think you got to get into a fatigue state at training to get used to it in a game, because if the captain throws you the ball and says, I want 6 or 7 overs this spell, and you're not in good nick, then you're not going to bowl at your best. That's why you sort of practice.
After tea.
You know, I was great in my second spells. It's well known around the areas that I had at least 2 or 3 spells in me.
Yep.
Which will give people a bit of a laugh that only call me one spell green. But it's getting your body ready for the battle.
Yep.
And you've got to do what you got to do at training to get yourself to that level. So, it's horses for courses, I'd say.
Fair enough.
All right, interesting. Side
note.
discussion there where we just went off a tangent, but it's one of the age-old topics now, questions. Isn't it?
On another side topic, I read something interesting this morning that India and Bangladesh are going to play a day-night test match coming up. So Bangladesh and India are playing a test series coming up.
This is
in India.
Is this the new Sehwag era of the BW?
Not Sehwag, Ganguly.
Oh, Ganguly. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Yes, this is
one of those former players.
Yes, this is the new Ganguly era. Yes.
Ganguly era is like.
We're playing day-night test matches. So Bangladesh have agreed to. So the test in Kolkata, I think, is going to be a day-night test match.
Smart. They're just going to test the waters.
Just test the waters.
Test the waters.
Yep.
Obviously, they wouldn't do it first up against. And look, there is some common sense to that from the Indians.
Yeah.
One of the reasons they probably didn't want to go into these Australian day-night test matches is because they just
not accustomed to it.
Hadn't done it before.
No. I find this absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
What's that, the day-night test match or the fact that they're doing it?
So India can tell, all right, they're at home and they're saying we're playing a day-night test.
Yeah.
What if Bangladesh turn around and say no?
They can't.
Oh, that's fine. Well,
they can't. They're not allowed.
No, I think that's...
that's right.
I think it would have been no. I think, it's the reports were the
Bangladesh
again. Agreed. Yeah. Now, I don't know how much force was put on them, but... I think it's just good that India are going to play day-night test matches. It seems from all reports of what Ganguly's been saying that he's going to he's putting a lot of focus on Test cricket and trying to build that back up in India.
And from what I read into it, Cole is like, we'll do it. We just need to be prepared.
Yeah.
The host nation sets out their test matches.
Yep.
You've agreed to go to that country and tour.
Yep.
You play by
their
what
rules
they set out.
Yeah. I don't
turn around and say no.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
I got no time for the Indian cricket
But
team.
at least they're pushing forward with it. So hopefully,
Zero time.
He's a big fan, Stephen. So we'll see how it goes. And
Yeah.
I mean, if they get Rissole,
I think
they probably won't. They won't.
Yeah.
They probably
No,
won't
I think they've just realised the errors of their way, and they realise they have to now come up to speed. It's the way forward.
Yep.
These day-night test matches, and they've finally of moved forward. And obviously, Ganguly at the helm has realised that this is an area that needs to be sorted out.
Yep.
And bang.
We're away.
I'd love to see Bangladesh flog them.
Yeah, well, so would I. But in any game,
tell me an Australian person doesn't love seeing the underdog get up.
Yeah.
No, I just want India to lose.
They need to lose, otherwise you're just going to walk away with a Test championship. They're miles in front already. Anyway,
after giving South Africa an almighty
absolute toweling. Absolute toweling.
How are South Africa faring? What's the medical report there?
Don't worry about the.
Are they like test ratings
broken?
Yeah,
I think it's broken. There's an issue. There's some issues with South African cricket in general. Which is
mind you, they're not too
concerned
at the moment because they've got their rugby union team.
Yeah, they're concentrating on the World Cup. All right,
that's still on.
Yep, one game to go. Apparently,
who's going to win? Who's going to win? England or South Africa?
England should win.
Yep,
England should win.
We don't mind going for England here.
Rubbish.
Australian coach.
Yeah, Eddie Jones.
Absolute rubbish.
We'll claim it.
Anything.
Nah.
Australian coach.
Go the box.
Go the box.
They had Australian coach in the Cricket World Cup.
True.
The one they drew.
Okay.
The one they drew. All right. Let's get on to some WBBL discussion.
Yep.
That's in full swing.
Loving
some games over
the WBBL and the special Ks flying all over the place.
Mate, yeah. Alex Blackwell's on fire at the moment.
Whew.
Just scoring runs for fun. Just getting the job done.
Get him back in the test team.
Get him back in the test team. And that's probably why her Sydney Thunder is currently sitting in second position because they are on fire. So the Adelaide Strikers are currently on top. only on net run rate, Stephen. Adelaide Strikers on top. The Thunder are second. The Brisbane Heat, defending their title, are going okay. They're third. The Hurricanes are coming fourth with their star-studded lineup and their massive recruiting is sort of helping them out a little bit. The Renegades are coming fifth. Sixers are currently sitting at sixth, which is a bit of a concern at the moment.
Heads need to roll,
Stephen. No, I think they just need to play better.
They've only lost one game, haven't they?
Only lost one game.
So I think it's a bit early to get
lost one game and got absolutely flogged in that game.
I think it's a bit early to get too worried about the table.
They've got wholesale changes.
I think
you'll find another round or two, and the tables will turn.
So the Sixers have got 2 games in Perth coming up.
Yeah,
not against Perth though. Not playing Perth. They go back another time to play Perth later on in the season.
Yeah.
So the Sixers are coming 6th. Perth Scorchers are 7th, and the Melbourne Stars might as well just stop playing.
Yeah, I think the Stars you can forget about. I watched them play at Hurstville Oval on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think those two teams at the bottom, the Sixers and the
Scorchers.
You can basically turn the table upside down by the end of the series. They'll be the two teams.
Winning the comp?
To contest.
Really?
Yep. Sixers and Scorchers.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry, not the Stars.
No,
the Stars. Yeah, the Stars are 0-4.
Yeah.
Stars are 0-4 and battling.
How many games have the Scorchers lost?
The Scorchers have lost 2. Yeah.
But they'll come good.
They've only played 3 games, so it's started to be low. They've only played 3 games, the same as the Sixers.
Lanning at the helm there.
Lanning at the helm played one good game, but then sort of didn't play well the next game, and they sort of struggled. So they got done. So interesting times it is only early in the season. Most teams have played 4 games. Everyone's played at least 3.
And this is the extended standalone competition.
Extended standalone season. So
how many games do they play,
Stewie?
Roughly.
I'm not sure. A few. I can't remember.
Lots.
Yep. There's lots of games coming up. It's all jam-packed and it's all going on. So interesting times at the moment, but good to see there's lots of good Kingsport.
Can I challenge you with a question?
You can challenge me with a question.
And maybe even Nick knows the answer to this as our wonderful social media promotional marketing type person. How many
So I'm
girls?
gonna put that on my business
How
card.
many girls in the WBBL are flying the Kingsport?
We counted
Colours.
last time. It's something like 14 or
Yeah,
15
14
or,
or
something,
15,
and
yeah.
it may actually
maybe
be more
a
of
bit
this
'cause we've
competition.
Just sort of,
Yeah, last time we counted
Quite a
was
few.
something like that.
yeah.
And half of them really need to lift.
Oh,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you just love a controversial comment. Just get in there. No, but no, it's true.
Do
Stephen.
something.
Some of them need some of them are performing quite well, but some do need to.
Early-
Some do need to look in the mirror
early
and just
doors.
sort of check themselves and just go, hang on, I've got to get better.
I'm bringing all these sales in, and they're getting all the free gear. Put in.
Put it. There is from Stephen Green.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm looking at the positive side of things. I love these girls and what they're doing
There
and
are
their
lots of-
improvement,
lots of-
and just really fantastic to watch. I really love going to these suburban grounds and
Like Hurstville Oval.
watching the WBBL.
Yep.
Fantastic day
Hurstville.
last Saturday.
Unfortunately, they put it on a Saturday, which was just
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock, which is awful timing for me. Why not have it on a Sunday? Anyway.
I'm sure second grade St George were happy with playing away.
They'll be right.
Well, they were playing on a first grade ground anyway.
Where'd they play?
Harold Fraser Oval.
First grade ground.
Alrighty, what's next?
Okay. Well, we'll continue on with
It is now.
It is now. Is it
It's
looking
an
good?
absolute cracker.
Look, picture
There's
perfect.
about 650 runs scored over the 2 days.
Oh boy.
So does that make it a first grade ground?
Yeah.
Because there's heaps of runs scored.
No,
It just makes
just
it
the
flat.
quality of the ground.
Right.
Okay.
Outfield redone. Everything redone. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Just on fire.
Yeah, new pavilion being built, and bowlers need to lift.
Bowlers need to lift.
Bend your back. Work on.
Put in.
Get your wrist
Get your wrist
behind.
right, yeah.
Get the wrist behind the ball and use that seam.
So it wasn't nothing to do with the pitch. It was all the bowlers. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Speaking of another bowler-friendly format, the Kingsgrove Sports T20 Cup is in full swing.
Yep.
Currently, there's games going on all over the place. In the Sixers conference, Randwick Petersham are on top. So Georgia going well. They're coming second. They had a massive win the other day, didn't they? At Hurstville. Two big wins.
Two
Yeah,
great wins.
two big
smash
ones.
Union New South Wales.
Yeah. Got the job.
I'm gonna call it, for one of irritating the person sitting next to me, who was coach of one of the teams that St George played against. Two dominant victories.
Two dominant victories. Yeah, and then in the Sydney Thunder conference, this is a shock coming first. Sydney Uni. Who would have thought? Who would have thought they would have been coming first?
What about? Can I just go a little bit off topic? What
Sure.
about Sydney University's win in the Premier
the
cricket
yeah.
on the day before?
When they chased down 400 odd and got it 1 or 2 down or something? Yeah.
No, they got 9 down.
Oh, 9 down, sorry.
It
Yeah.
was close,
It was
but
close, yeah.
it was almost like they chased 430 or something ridiculous.
426 or something.
It was a
like
big score. I can look it up if you want. It was a big run chase.
And also Northern District's first grade. Needs to be noted, at one stage against Bankstown they were 7 for 6.
Yes.
And a bloke ended up coming in at number 8, I think.
There was
that. 90.
8 or 9 and got 90.
There were many. Yes, they chased down. So Sydney University chased down Manly's 6 declared for 461. 9 for 462. Oh boy.
I wouldn't
Maybe
be wor- I
Manly
wouldn't be-
should have batted a bit longer.
I wouldn't be worrying too much about Harold Fraser there, Stephen.
No.
The Dolphins won at Drummoyne Oval against Sydney.
Angus Robson on
Angus
fire.
Robson.
On fire at the moment, the young fella.
150 on the Saturday, and a quick fire 80, I think it was, on Sunday.
Excellent.
All right, back to the Kingsgrove Sports T20
But back to the Kingsgrove Sports
Cup.
T20 Cup. So we had a little bit of international flavour
Yes.
into the competition. Of course, Mornay Morkel turned out for Manly on the weekend, which was good to see. A former world-class international joining in, and
Big coup for Mal. I thought,
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty big, and it sort of paid off because he got the best bowling figures.
it took
for round 2 and 3. Some clubs
Took
play
four.
some clubs play
double headers.
Yep.
Yep.
And some only play the one.
Yeah, didn't get in the win though. Randwick Petersham did
Yep.
did defeat Manly in that game.
But got the best bowling figures for round 3 and also round 2 with 4 for 24.
Yeah, I think it's just a one-off appearance. I think he's off to South Africa to play some cricket over there, I believe. And but you never know, maybe he might come back. If you enjoyed it.
If they make the finals.
Yeah. Obviously living in Manly now.
Yep.
As a local, Morné. So
wonder if there's a little bit of grade cricket in him at some stage.
I don't know. He's still playing for Surrey.
Yeah.
Still playing for Surrey over in England. And we'll have another South African joining him.
They play their season in
the opposite months. I understand. I'm just talking about how much cricket he's got coming up, mate. So no, I'm saying that so he might want to play some cricket just to keep him body ticking over.
Yep.
Keep him bowling fit, Hamish.
I'm pretty sure Manly will do everything within their powers.
As we've just discussed.
Pretty well run and organised club. I'm sure they'll try and make it happen.
Yes. Now also obviously with all this T20 going on, there's been T20 qualifiers, World T20 qualifiers.
Yes.
Because there's more teams, some more of those minnow teams come into the World T20.
PNG.
So for the first time, you've got Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea here are going to play in the World T20, which is fantastic.
How good is that?
That is brilliant. Namibia are playing as well. They qualified this morning.
Yep.
As well.
I'm glad you announced that because I struggle with saying Namibia.
Namibia. The Netherlands. Made it as well.
Regulation.
Well, yeah, no, they've been a bit. They've missed a couple, but they're in. And I think Ireland qualified as well.
Okay. Ireland were already qualified.
No. They had to. Well, they had to qualify. They got through from the qualifying tournament.
No, who are the notable omissions? UAE,
Gonski, Canada, no.
Yep.
Hong Kong, gone. Singapore, no.
Scotland. Scotland need to
lift.
They can't have Ireland, beating them and test status now. Come on, Scotland.
Yeah, lift.
All right. Yeah. Any more on the T20 stuff?
No.
I got some.
You've got some stuff, mate. If you got something,
all right, some stuff. Highest score for the round. Kingsport. Nick Stapleton.
100 not out.
100 not out. Almost got stranded on 99.
What else is on?
Ryan Gibson, 85. Angus Robson, 84. Highest scores for rounds 2 and 3. Solway, he's a Kingsport boy.
Kingsport boy. He's in the New South Wales squad, Daniel.
So finally,
he's in the New South Wales squad for the Shield game.
He stands a chance of getting a go after. He's got to have scored almost 25 to 30 first grade centuries.
Yeah.
The New South Wales team: Peter Neville captain, Nick Burtis, Harry Conway, Trent Copeland, Matthew Gilks.
Wasn't he robbed on Sunday? What a stinker of a decision.
A little bit.
My goodness.
A little bit, maybe. A little bit high.
Touch.
It's almost hit him in the hip.
Liam
Hatcher, who's he's taken in second 11 cricket. It's like five fifers in a row.
If you can make the Australian second 11 team from second 11 cricket, he would be
in it. He'd be first picked. Yeah,
first picked.
He's bowling really well in second 11 cricket at the moment.
Josh Hazelwood going to be having a run, which is good to see. Moses Henriques, Daniel Hughes, Nick Larkin, Nathan Lyon, Daniel Solway. Is Liam Hatcher still a Kingsport boy?
Yes, indeed.
Well, there you go. There's a bit of a flavour there.
Yeah.
So the potential for a few new debutants for the New South Wales team. 3
possible debutants in there. Depends how they go. Yeah. So, yeah, good to see.
I would just like to say good luck to those boys on potentially the chance. If anyone's ever earned or deserved the spot, for me, and I've said it on previous podcasts, Daniel Solway.
Yep. A little bit like Nick Burtis.
Yep.
Scored a lot of runs in first grade cricket and getting an opportunity. So hopefully
he's been previously rewarded.
Yep. So hopefully Daniel can get in.
Yep.
Now, as I said, rugby league season never ends. Still going. Internationals were played over the weekend.
It's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yep. So Australia took on New Zealand.
Yep.
And spanked them.
Yep. Can I ask a question now?
Of course you can.
Here's a young fellow who loves his rugby league currently, more so because he's won 2 premierships with his team, the Roosters. Do the boys just need a break? After the grand final, did we just need to just go rugby league free for a month or 2 at least before?
No.
You're not leagued out? Or are you just loving it because your teams just keep on winning?
Well, I would have loved to watch the test match on Friday night, but Foxtel went down and they were going to wait till Monday to put it back on.
Yeah.
Well done, Foxtel. flogs.
There's that word again.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to get in that sponsorship?
No, I think I don't mind it because as a
Rugby league fan.
but as a player,
Yeah.
the ultimate. Well, they say the ultimate state of origin now, but playing for your country's got to be right
International
up
rugby league should be at the forefront. It shouldn't be state of origin. We should be more excited about seeing an Australian team play. I feel it's a little undervalued. And I also think playing Test match rugby league at this time of the year is undervaluing international rugby league.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
However, it's keeping some boys off the streets,
It
though,
certainly
isn't
is.
it?
Yes.
A little bit. I think there's a bit of a theory to this. Is like, let's just make them play the whole off season so we can have. So there is no off season.
There is no off season,
and
we're
therefore
fine.
no off season.
Yeah. So
dramas.
we've gone through we've had the nines. Now we've got international test matches. Let's just come up with something else. Get them all in.
Yeah.
Also you had
Todd Greenberg master stroke.
Yeah. So you had Great Britain take on the Tongan Invitational. 13.
What about that try?
What about that try? At least 30 sets of hands. Yeah, the kick at the end.
And a kick.
A kick at the end and a try just before half time. Yeah,
when something like that happens, and let's say that kick at the end, the bloke that regathers is about 3 meters offside, you just say, no. Don't care.
Just give the try. Half time, off we go.
One of the great tries of all time.
Times. So
watch it on YouTube.
Look
it's
it up. It's
amazing.
Yeah, the Tongan scored
put a link in.
The Tongan scored an absolute belter.
Even you
will be.
We're just giving Nick some more work.
Yeah, I like his
Yeah, we'll do it.
It's something to be.
Yeah.
In summary, it does keep the guys out of church dances.
Yes, that's true.
I can't agree with that because I don't know what the hell it means.
Well, you're not reading the paper or watching the news?
You
not
under
lately.
a rock.
Not lately.
What happened?
Bloke's in jail for
allegedly stabbing a bloke
at a church
dance.
Eee.
A rugby league player, Manly player.
Oh yeah, I did hear about it.
Yeah.
I didn't
allegedly.
I didn't realise it was at a
church dance. Allegedly.
Last time I won't be going to it.
Now there's still more rugby league coming up because Australia are taking on the Tongan Invitational 13.
Yep.
This weekend.
Yep.
So more test matches to come.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks to the rugby league.
Yeah. Just keeps on keeping on.
Joseph Manu signed for 2 years, another 2 years for the Roosters.
Yep.
Well done, Joey.
That means
that Joey boy.
freeze away for Latrell Mitchell to end up at the Bulldogs.
More than likely, but I think Manu is more consistent than Latrell, even though I love Latrell.
I'm a big Manu fan. I'd rather, potentially be the other way around, but it's a good signing. He's the closest I've seen to Sonny Bill Williams.
Right.
And Sonny Bill.
What about the pay?
Any inside goss there
payday
on Sonny Bill?
$9 million for 2 years.
$9 million for 2 years off to Toronto. Thanks very much. Where do I sign? Toronto. Yeah. The Toronto Wolfpack, who are playing in the English Super League, have offered Sonny Bill a $9 million contract for 2 years.
But
where can I sign?
But Uncle Nick, he'll come up.
Uncle Nick said, "Hold my beer."
He'll come
he ain't matching that. He ain't matching that. He's pretty good, but come on.
I'm sure they can fit it in.
He's not matching that.
Come on, Stewie.
He's not matching that.
Yeah. Hold my Nick Politis, hold my beer. I saw that. Sonny, come back. That'll be interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of talk about money floating about. There's lots of money for Latrell coming.
Is that for rugby union?
No, rugby league. Rugby league. Yes.
They just made the Super League.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Super League. Yes, Toronto. Yes, the great footballing nation. The great footballing nation of Canada.
Oh, I thought it had to be like a team from near the Hunter Valley. Surely.
Yeah.
They've given him $9 million worth of wineries.
Plenty of wolves up there.
Yeah. Plenty of wolves up there. All right. Have you got any other enlightening topics to talk about?
No, I'm glad I crowbarred another Roosters thing in.
Yep. Excellent.
Thanks for that opportunity.
Tricky, Nicky.
Actually, Nick, can you do me a favour because I failed to do it and because I'm hopeless at it? Can you let the viewers know where they can critique our performance?
Absolutely.
Today?
Comment anywhere. Use the hashtag KSC podcast and get our attention. Let us know you're talking to us. We're on Facebook at Kingsgrove Sports Center, Instagram at Kingsgrove Sports, and Twitter at Kingsgrove Sport. Hopefully you're joining us here for the podcast on YouTube. We film it and we put it on YouTube. You can actually watch us and Join us for that. Or you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, KSCpodcast.com. Or if you use any other podcast platform, the link to our RSS feed is in the YouTube description of every episode.
You basically can't get away from us.
Yeah, no, we're everywhere.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for turning up.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
East to win.